CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Tuesday, October 20th, 2015. If you want to follow us on Twitter, please go to CATEX TV. Well, it's official. This came out in Baden-Baden when one of the board members of Munich Re, Lloyd, was speaking at a press conference. He said Munich Re is looking at merger and acquisition opportunities in the primary specialty insurance space, but thus far has been deterred by the inflated level of pricing. The company is scaling back its reinsurance portfolio and is looking to grow its specialty primary insurance business. This is in the soft market for reinsurance. Well, if they're deterred by pricing, one place they definitely will not be looking is at the Travelers. The big U.S. Commercial carrier easily topped analysts' expectations as it reported a 2.8% increase in third quarter operating income up to $918 million. It showed diluted per share operating income of $2.93. The consensus estimate was $2.13, so they really blew the doors off the estimates. They've seen some rate increases, rate rises of 0.9% on its domestic insurance business. This is down from 0.5% in the second quarter. They've also seen some increases in select U.S. business accounts, where they saw a 2.4% rate increase. This was following a 2.8% rate increase in the previous quarter. So although the rate increases are still there on many lines, they continue to be smaller than expected. The Philippine government is warning its citizens that the deadly impact from Typhoon Koppu, which is now a tropical storm, will continue to last for days. Massive rainfall totals have been reported in the northern Philippines, where water has flowed down mountains and into villages. Many residents continue to be stranded on the roofs of their homes awaiting rescue. At least 23 people have died, 6 more remain missing. The storm has been downgraded to a tropical storm, but it remains a deadly threat to Luzon, the mainland island. The center of the storm is just north of mainland Luzon right now. It puts the northern regions of that island in grave danger of additional heavy rainfall through Wednesday. At least 8 inches of rain is expected to fall in some of these areas. Beale, the Lloyd's of London chief executive, has topped an annual power list of the 100 lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender executives. It's the first time a woman has been named to the list. It's been compiled by the networking group Outstanding and the Financial Times. Alan Joyce, the CEO of Qantas, is in second place. HSBC's UK and European chief Antonio Simos is in third place. As Beale said, she is delighted and honored to appear on the top 100 list. In particular note to Americans, Canadians reclaimed their country's liberal identity yesterday, sending 43-year-old Justin Trudeau, son of one of the country's most dynamic politicians, into the Prime Minister's office. It ends the nearly decade conservative leadership of Stephen Harper. The Liberal victory was actually quite surprising. They are on a path to win about 184 seats out of 338 in Parliament. This will be a majority that will allow Trudeau to govern without relying on other parties. Trudeau is the son of the late Prime Minister Pierre Elliott Trudeau, who swept to office in 1968 on a wave of support dubbed Trudeau Mania. He was the Prime Minister until 1984. A suspected gas leak set off a massive explosion in Rio de Janeiro yesterday, reducing several homes and businesses to rubble in the northern part of the city. It is worth looking at the photos on Google. Despite the extensive damage, nobody has been reported killed. Firefighters are still searching through the rubble right now for possible victims. The blast was so strong that it was heard by people as much as 3 miles away. And here's an interesting situation. The Chinese President Xi Jinping is being received with pomp and pageantry in Britain, visiting Buckingham Palace and riding in the royal coach with the Queen down the Mall. At just about the same time, Tata Steel announced it was cutting 1,200 jobs in the UK, blaming the layoffs on Chinese imports, dumping of cheap Chinese steel in Britain. Immediately, an urgent session of Parliament was convened with opposition lawmaker Kevin Brennan questioning how the British government could secure the future of his country's steel industry in the face of China selling steel at a loss on world markets, including in Britain. All the while, Mr. Xi Jinping continued to be received by the Queen. Somebody didn't do their staff work in allowing that press release to come out. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.